What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite host and jealous hater Apoc, and welcome back to the channel. So I think we all can agree that vloggers have done some really weird things online, especially for clout, but these girls definitely take the cake. Now, for context, Anna and Lucy are twin sisters and YouTubers, or specifically vloggers, who have amassed over 100,000 subs on their channel. And apparently, they don't just share the title of being the world's most identical twins, no! They also share the same man. That's right, you heard me correctly. These sisters, these twin sisters, are in a full-blown relationship together with the same person. Not really sure how that works, but okay. Now, the whole polyamorous thing isn't really my kink, but if people want to do it, it's whatever. Although you do start crossing those lines, bro, when you're in it with your literal sibling. I mean, that's a whole different kind of up. And with everything going on in this video, there's a lot to unpack here. So let's just get to it.
We wake up together, we go to the toilet together, we exercise together, we shower together, we share a bed with our boyfriend.
They lost me when they said that they shower and poop together.
Can't live without each other, and that's how we're going to be for the rest of our lives. We're lost without each other, and we'll die together.
So how are they going to die together? I mean, don't get me wrong, I get what they're saying. It's kind of like you lose a part of yourself, right? Okay, I'm down with that. But I think that they actually believe that when one goes, the other will follow. And it's funny because like 99.9% of this video is based around them being attached to the hip, claiming they can't even fart separately, yet later on they admit that there are times when they want space away from each other, which, you know, I get, I understand, but it's never while in public, nor is it around their boyfriend. Just seems like they never want any individuality when there's attention involved.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm Lucy, and we're the world's most identical twins.
Who also sleep with the same man.
We've been invited to Japan, which we won the title of the world's most identical twins. If anyone wants to challenge that, we'll challenge you. We're here to challenge you.
So what I've noticed from these two is that they love having the title and fame as being known as the world's most identical twins. But hey, a lot of the things that come with that, because a lot of their issues like insecurity comes from trying to maintain that status, but no one is even forcing them to do any of that. It's a self-made problem.
I think we get judged obviously from our looks straight away. Fist Barbie, big boobs, plastic surgery.
That's not where you're getting judged. Have they already forgotten their title? Big boobs and makeup have nothing to do with it. It's the fact that they are f***ing robots who mimic each other's every single move. And I'm not kidding about that either, people. Later on, they measure some orange juice, making sure they drink the same amount of calories.
All you're into is beauty, fashion. Yes, we love all that, of course, and we do think we're high maintenance. You know, what are you going to do?
Man, I really feel for their boyfriend, because he doesn't just have to deal with one weirdo, but two of them. And them saying that they're high maintenance is the understatement of the century. Their whole life is based around the title and maintaining that title, while their boyfriend has to deal with that, all the jealousy and all the insecurities that come with it.
The only plastic surgery we've had is our breast.
Doubt it.
Basically, like, our dad died of cancer and we, you know, fell into loss, depression. We kind of thought, what's going to make us happier? So we thought, let's just get our boobs done.
Okay, hold up. So let me get this straight. Your father dies of cancer and your first go-to is to get a boob job? Bruh. Now, I'm not shitting on anyone's coping mechanism or anything, but damn, that's a little off-putting to me. I mean, did they use his life insurance money to get him? These are the questions, folks. They clearly don't have jobs, they don't work, and this was all before they became YouTubers. So where did that money come from? I just think it's highly disrespectful to do something like that to measure your father's life on how much silicone you put in your body.
We kind of want to get our boobs bigger. We just, you know what, we just love big boobs. We just love big boobs.
So they want to get bigger boobs, huh? So did the mom pass too, or?
We've always dressed alike, even from an early age, and I think the more we got older, it got more extreme. I think there's a photo where I had shorter hair and Anna had shoulder length hair, and that was, I don't know why we did that. I don't know why we did that. I don't know what we were thinking.
Oh no, individuality, what will we do?
Imagine getting anxiety over a hairdo.
Even thinking about that irritates me, and I get excited because, like, I can't believe that would never happen now. that would just is never gonna happen. Even a hair strand now has to be identical.
So their insanity goes so far down to a f***ing hair strand, bruh.
Yeah, making sure our eyebrows is a nightmare trying to make them the same. You know, living It's a bit hard, don't you reckon? It is. It's a bit hard. It is kind of hard to live our life.
Yep, vlogger mentality for sure. This definitely seems more of a you problem more than anything, because this definitely is a self-created issue, like I said, because no one asked for them to do this. Nobody even really cares that you want to be the copy and paste twins. I mean, sure, you both are an oddity and will fit right in with the other weirdos on Hollywood Boulevard, but the rest of us could not care less. But we do kind of care more about actual issues and what's going on in the world, rather than you trying to align your eyebrows. Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
We have dated guys separately, but it hasn't worked because they didn't understand how we were so close and they wanted to separate us and they wanted to take us out separately. And we're like, no, that we always want to be together, and it just got too hard.
Pretty sure it wasn't about understanding your bond and more about those guys wanting to spend time with you alone to get to know you and who you are as a person, as an individual, while not getting interrupted at every turn by a copy and paste third wheel. I mean, can you just imagine trying to date one of these girls and every single time you ask a question, the tag along would answer it for them, or they just talk over each other? That doesn't sound like a good time to me. Sounds like a nightmare. The entire point of a date is to get to know someone as an individual and not a twin. But hey, I guess that's their fault for trying to treat you as your own person.
Men are such pigs.
You all know we share a partner. We've been with Ben for 7 years now. He's a fraternal twin. What we love so much about Ben is he understands our bond.
If he understood your bond, then where the hell is his twin at? Mind you, he's a fraternal twin and you guys are identical twins. Not really sure how he gets you in your bond when he can't really relate. I mean, my brother and sister are fraternal twins as well, and they are polar opposites of each other. To be real, Ben's understanding of them is probably just a fantasy.
To be honest, it's easy for us to share a partner. It is so much easier.
Yeah, because no one gets left behind seething in their jealousy.
We sleep in a king bed with our boyfriend. He's in the middle. And he'll kiss Anna goodnight, he'll kiss me goodnight. We sit there watching a film, he'll hold both our hands.
I wonder what they do when one of them's feeling froggy. My guess is that when one of them is in the mood, they all have to be, which is sus.
There's just no jealousy, and people won't think it's naturally, but we think it is.
Just because you feel that way doesn't mean it's true.
Oh, and I highly doubt that there is no jealousy going on at all. Ben has to sleep in the middle of both of them and hold their hands at the same time. I mean, just imagine if he held Lucy's hand over Anna's. You're telling me that she wouldn't get jealous of that? These two can't even date separately. Not buying it.
I think this relationship is beautiful. It is. Our mum and friends accept it.
Yeah, they don't even have a choice but to accept it.
And the thing is, before we go to bed, because my left side is a bit longer than where she has to walk, I have to walk a few minutes longer than her, so then she has to catch up to me and do a few more steps.
So I think we all can agree that they just debunked the whole no jealousy thing with their own words, because these lames just stated that they count every single step to make sure the other doesn't do something that the other didn't. So I'm just going to apply this mentality to their life and their relationship as a whole, which means when Benny Boy is getting white knuckled, both Anna and Lucy are fully gripped.
And our boyfriend loves the bed looking at us going, yes, yes.
Yes, because you both look like a pair of morons, walking around the room counting your steps. I wonder if one of them blows ass, if the other has to stink up the room too.
Every night we do this because I walk a few more steps. We need to burn the same amount of calories. Wherever she walks, I need to walk, so...
That's literally impossible. For one, it's highly unlikely that you share the same exact metabolic rate, and for two, unless you're actually working out and counting your calories to the T, you will not be burning the same amount of anything, especially if you're eyeballing it.
We need to have exactly the same, so we're thinking of maybe smoke cans each, but can you make sure everything's exact the same? But then I separate it, make sure everything's the same.
My god, their insanity trickles onto other people in the outside world. You bet your ass I'd be fired that day. You couldn't pay me enough to cater to these two.
And for drinks, maybe orange juice, but make sure everything's level the same. Yes, thank you so much. No problem at all.
Bro, they are not actually measuring their orange juice right now. This is not happening.
Oh no, what will we do?
Maybe if you want to keep track of your portions best to your ability, don't eat out and learn how to meal prep.
What happens at mealtime? It's a bit of a task, dinner. Yes, it is a bit of a task. I like to measure out of these two.
I love the fact that they are measuring their food with their hands and not like on a food scale or anything.
Even in the crumbs. If there's crumbs on our plate, I'll say to her, "Oi, you've still got a crumb."
How many calories do you guys think are in a breadcrumb?
We want our bodies to look the same. We don't want to be different from one another. Yeah.
So they don't want to be different, but to be fair, not making fun of her. But why are they choosing to ignore the mole on Lucy's face? Nothing wrong with it, no shade, but that is a difference and it's obvious.
In any way. And you know what, we've never weighed ourselves because I think at the end of the day, it's touch wood, if we were different, that'll depress us even more. I think it would stress us out.
Yeah, that's going to stress you out, but not everything else in between. They don't want to be different in any way, and will try and make sure in every which way to make that possible, down to eating breadcrumbs, eyeballing food measurements, and exercising, but they don't actually want to weigh themselves. Bruh. So you do know within your head, not that deep down, that there is a difference between you guys, even if it's just an unnoticeable pound, but you are choosing to ignore it because it will depress you, but you still know it anyways? What? It just sounds like you don't want others to know that there's a difference when there is.
Because we eat and drink the same, of course we need to go to the toilet at the same time.
That's not how that works, pal.
We have one toilet at home, so she goes and then I go.
But wait, what if one of you has a bowel movement and the other just has to pee? Does the other have to force out a turd until the hemorrhoids pop or something? These are the details that I must know.
We'd like to get married to the same man. And maybe have that can happen. I don't know, maybe we can change the law.
Oh yeah, let's change society and let's change the law because of an extremely rare and gross relationship that shouldn't be happening at all.
If Anna falls pregnant, I'm telling you I would need to, because we need to experience everything together.
No, you actually do not need to experience everything together. You could just be happy for your sister instead of being spiteful and jealous, because that's just what it comes down to, sis. It's not a need, it's a want, it's a must. Because if one of them got pregnant, the toxic jealousy would ensue. She doesn't give a damn about experiencing the same things as her sister. She just doesn't want to be one-upped by her sister because she lives life like a competition, and pregnancy would be treated as such. On top of that, there are many things that can happen during pregnancy, like infertility and miscarriages. What if one of you has a healthy baby and the other does not? What would that do? Cause jealousy.
Last year, we lost a bit of self-confidence, came in depression. We knew there was something wrong. We were very sad, just being at home. Started picking on our flaws. Actually started picking on ourselves. Each other.
Keep in mind, people, that this depression and low self-esteem came from themselves and not the world. Like I said, they love the title and fame, but hate the pressure of it. But again, they put it on themselves because, again, nobody cares. So when they were tearing each other apart, that's built on their own toxicity.
Sometimes we wouldn't go out if we had a blemish or a mark time because we know we're going to get photographed. People's going to come up to us. We just need to look good 24/7.
I stick to my previous response.
And especially the backlash we get on the internet, the trolls, the mean comments.
Oh God, here we go.
The haters did it.
We get thousands of messages, don't we, about, well, go kill yourself, death threats, don't come here. It took over our life.
Funny how a small fraction of randoms on the internet can affect influencers' lives so easily, to the point to where they actually get depressed, but ignore the hundreds of thousands of positive comments that always come their way. And that's usually a sign of someone who's never been told no in their entire life or really been through much. Now, I don't condone death threats or any sort of comments like that, but if someone just tells you not to come to their area, just go to their area and piss them off. What are they gonna do? Or, I don't know, you could just ignore it.
We had a monster on the brain, evil thoughts, we were thinking negatively. We basically thought we were gross. Yeah. And so, or never good enough for anyone.
Look, it's not that you girls were not good enough for anyone. It's that nobody was good enough for you and your so-called bond. You couldn't even let a guy get to know you separately without the other being there. And you just claimed that they didn't understand your bond.
We were diagnosed with body dysmorphia.
Welcome to the club. Even my chat ass has body dysmorphia now. It's called bigorexia, and I did it to myself by picking up a dumbbell and getting super duper jacked. I didn't need to do it, I wanted to, and it's a self-made issue, much like they have. The only difference is, I don't let it rule me.
We can't please everyone. We're not hurting anyone, and don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, anybody judging them based from their appearance alone, know that there's a lot more to it, and it only gets worse from there.
If you don't like us, well, don't like us, we don't care. You know? We're just living the way we live our lives.
Says that but can't leave the house without trying to impress everyone.
You know what? We need to appreciate that more in our lives. We need to appreciate each other more. Because, you know, I think because we're with each other 24/7, maybe we can piss each other off and think, oh, geez, go away.
Oh, so like I said earlier, there are times where you guys want to be alone and separated from each other and have your own space, but it's just together in your home. It's never out in public or on dates or with your boyfriend. They just proved that it was never about other people understanding their bond. It was always just about jealousy. Anyways, all you jealous haters, that's about it. Well, that pretty much wraps this video up. Not much else to say other than that this relationship is extremely toxic and problematic. They claim it's all sunshine and rainbow farts, but I can guarantee you that there's a lot more to it. And that my boy Ben has to deal with these two lunatics at one time, competing for his love and affection. Dude can't even have one private moment with one of them without the other being there. Plus, you know, there's this whole sibling thing, which is extremely up in general. I don't know, man. Makes me want to puke, but that's it. Bye.